welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack, and today we are bringing you two games in the league, in the ice. What's it called? I don't even know the league's name. What's it called? Pepsi Dowdin? Pepsi Dowdin. It's sponsored by Pepsi. We're playing two games against Valor, one of the Valor teams anyway, Reykjavik, I think that's right, and Folnir. I'm going to assume that J's are silent. That's all I'm going in. So Folnir and Reykjavik. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I guess, but I probably won't change that. We're doing quite well, if I'm going to say so myself. The league's incredibly tight, mind. Like, we could lose both of these games and we'll probably end up in the relegation zone. It's that tight. But we are sitting in 5th, as you can see there. I thought I'd start on this screen so you can see all the stats, which I don't think I've shown you yet this season. So, there you go. Stats. Finances. Looking good. Let's show you dynamics. Looking good. Loads of players want to leave. Luckily, we're in the transfer window, so we should be getting a few of these players out. Unhappy eternally. He did have one of these players. Who was it? It was about poor dressing room atmosphere. Because we had just lost 3-0 in the last episode, and it came to be about poor dressing room atmosphere. But it's gone now, so that's alright. Obviously, the dressing room atmosphere is good. It was like here in the red, and I was like, oh god, that one loss has destroyed us. But we've bounced back, and this is how we've bounced back. We lost against HK, and I was worried at this point. I was like, oh god, we're going to go on a massive losing streak now, because HK were the worst team in the league. Labadai getting a goal in that game. They scored in the 90th minute, and I was like, oh Christ, oh no. But then July came around, and we had an excellent July. 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. Doesn't sound too excellent, but for us, I'll take that. We beat Valkyria 1-0. Babbitt scoring a late goal in the first half, I guess you can say. We then played UBK. So we drew 1-1 with them. Swaz getting a goal in that game. We then lost to IBV, who were the second worst team. I think they might even still be the second worst team in the league. We lost to them 1-0, so we can't play against relegation fodder, which is fantastic. Lost to them 1-0, but then we bounced back against Starnan, who we lost to earlier in the season on video, start of the season 2-0. We beat them 1-0 at their place, which is excellent. Lavery getting his goal in that game. So yeah, we're playing Reykjavik and Folnir in this game. Is there anything to show you? Don't think we've made any it's like a week before the end of the transfer window, I think. There you go, it ends there, it's the second. So, are we going to play the second game after? We are. So, there might be some transfer news, there might not. I'm pretty happy with the squad at the moment. Players have returned as well, as you can see. We got a certain Marcelo on the bench today. Oh, I didn't mean to move him. And yeah, we got a certain Marcelo on the bench today because players are coming back. There was someone else I think returned. Oh, this karla Didis guy, the Greek guy from last year, who's just back up. So we might be moving them on. Just see if we can sell some players, get the wage budget down a little bit to help the finances. Maybe get some money in. We'll have to wait and see. Because finances worry me, because if I am going to do an extra season trying to push for Europa League, I kind of need the money to do it. Finances worry me a bit. But this is the team we're going for the Reykjavik game. We got Olofsson in goal, Tahub, Sikaria, Swaz, Ortega, Christiansen, Jisan, Labadai, Mucci, Babbitt, and Levery up top. We're not even at bloody submit squad day. That's how mad it is. 6-4 to lose, or they're 6-4 to win even. So shouldn't, by the looks of it, shouldn't be winning this game. But this season's just been a mad one. I didn't think we'd be 5th at any point in the season, if I'm honest. And somehow, we did 2 wins here. It could see us well and firmly lodged into the Europa League playoff spot bit, whatever it is. Which is just absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I believe we're 5th and these lot are 6th. I believe it was. I think we'll have a look when we actually get into the match. But I believe they're 6th. What should we say to the team? we can potentially... See, that's mad. We can potentially move into Europa League spot. I can't remember what I told the players, what I expected of them. I'm pretty sure I said that we could fight bravely against relegation, and I think they said I was too ambitious. I'm pretty sure they thought we were going to come straight back down, if I remember rightly. But yes, they are 6th, and if we can get a win today, that would, spread the gap against another team and put us into that top 5. Top 5 might then break away, fighting for that Europa League spot, which at the moment, top 2, we beat FH to be fair. Top 2 seem to have made their own little group, and then there's 4 of us at the moment fighting for that the other Europa League spots, if you will. So if we can get a win today, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Right then, nothing's happened in that first half. It's fine by me, if I'm honest. Absolutely fine by me. I'll be happy with a 0-0 draw. As long as we pick up points so we're further away from the relegation zone, that's fine. As long as we keep this club up, I'm more than happy. But if we even get a sniff of Europa League, I want to try and grab it. First opportunity we get, try and grab it. So it should be a very interesting season. We're in 4th at the moment, which is a Europa League playoff spot. I believe they said 2nd to 4th is a playoff, so I assume it's 3rd and 4th play each other, and the winner of that play 2nd, and then the winner of that goes into Europa League. I think that's how it works anyway. Right then, they've got a free kick. What is it? 58th minute. Sigurdsson with the ball finds the other Sigurdsson. Finds, oh my god, Sigurdsson to Leoson. When I do move, they've gone 1-0 up. Talk about Europa League and then they go 1-0 up. When I do move, which obviously it's a journeyman, I'm going to be moving at some point. I'm not going to miss saying son every time, I don't think. I think I'll be quite happy to not say that. Obviously, is it a Scandinavian tradition? They're all called son. Well, they're all different, aren't they, afterwards? So, yeah, I don't think I'll miss that. But, you know what? We might even stick around here for another season or 2. You never know, depending on the Europa League thing. Let's get some substitutions in. Let's watch this highlight first, and then get some substitutions in. Could we go 1-0? Not with a free kick like that. Finson wins a header. Zakaria plays it away. Jason plays it away further. It looks like they might get another goal here, which will be quite upsetting. Finson has a shot, and that's a great goal, to be fair. Absolutely phenomenal strike. We're down to 6th. Like I said, we're up to 4th at one point, and we're now back down to 6th. Absolute madness. This was a fantastic goal. We will watch it again, just because of how good it was. Took a touch. First time. It top bins. Perfect. So let's make some substitutions, shall we? And I think we might even change formation if it loads up. Thank you. Let's take off Christensen. Has he had a bad game? He hasn't particularly had a bad game, to be fair. We'll put Christensen in the midfield and take Geisen off, I think, because Christensen's actually had a pretty decent game. 6.8. There's much worse on the pitch at the moment. Let's get Marcelo on, shall we? We need to have a look at him to see if we're going to sell him. He's scored like 5 goals in 17 games. He really isn't a goal scorer, which is what we bought him in for, which is unfortunate. We'll take Mucci off as well because he's played pretty badly. And Swaz can come off for Baghead, I think. There are no more... Oh, so we can't bring him on. You can only have 3 foreign players on the pitch. Okay. Well, Ortega's not had the best of games, so let's bring on Nilsson then. He's Swedish, he can come on. Okay. Obviously with Marcelo coming back, I might have just sealed his fate, really, Marcelo. Just get rid of him so we don't have to exceed the foreign limit constantly. But we are going to go attacking for the last 10-15 minutes. So we can actually try and pin them back a little bit and get a goal. Because if we can get a goal in these last 10 minutes, it will make things very interesting. But it's still 2-0. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should be that. We haven't had a highlight since we've gone attacking, which is expected. Babbitt whips in, but it gets headed away. Are we going to get a late goal? I don't think we are. It gets cleared. 2-0 loss. I don't know how... It was a very even game. We matched each other. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, though. I don't know what to feel about that game, because they were like the same type of level than us. It was an even game. One goal was an absolute worldie. It just seems a bit disappointing. Maybe we won't even get into Europa League. We might win the next game and end up third. You know, we don't know, because they ended up third. The only problem we got is goal difference. But anyway, let's go to the... Who are we playing? UBK game, aren't we? No, for the Fulner game. That's right, the Fulner game. So they're just below us as well. So a win today, Woods. A win against them, Woods. Oh, they got a game in hand. That's cheating. So we need to win that game, really. See you in a minute. Just thought I'd come back and show you this. We've had a job interview for another team in Iceland who's got a bit of a worse name than the one that we've got at the moment. They're currently 9th in the league. What's the point? Just moving across, aren't you? I thought I'd tell you about that, but decline interview. We're not going anywhere just yet. We've come back again. We've got youth intake. I didn't even realise it was this early. I thought it was like September time. Something like that in Iceland, but we've got one. Obviously, we had a few good players last season. We made a couple of transfers as well. I think I'll just end it after this episode, and then come back a few games down the line, because we've had the one game, we've had the interview which I told you about, we're going to show you some transfers, and we've got this, so we might as well just play the one game today. But let's see what they say. We've got every reason to be excited with Bjarki Gudmundsson, who has the potential to be one of the most gifted players to come through our youth ranks at IA. I'm going to call him IA now, because there's been an Icelandic guy who came into the comments recently. I believe your name was Magnus, so welcome Magnus, and he's calling him IA, so I'm going to call him IA as well. In recent years, was good. I'd like to think that notable influence in bringing through many of the players includes Anton Valdimarsson and Martin Guti Fry-Johnson. What a name. Shall we have a look at the team and see what we're going? Last year's was much better. Much better. Bjorn Arneson, then. Where's the guy that they thought was good? He's like 3 stars. Okay, so this guy's a half a star. He's got a bit of pace, but stamina's lacking a little. He's 6'1", mind, at 16. Good king cross. Got good determination. Work rate needs to be better. Basically, all this guy can do is run and cross. That's all he can do. And he's 6'1", to be fair. What's his jumping like? Jumping's good, but he can't head, can he? Where's his heading? 3. So he can win a ball, just that we don't know where that ball's going. Okay. Let's sign him anyway, because he's got a little bit of potential behind him. So no skin off our nose. D. Rivin, attacking on the right side of midfield. He's our best player, our joint best player, at 1 star, 3.5 star potential. Technical's non-existent. Good determination, but the rest of it is not really there. But he can run. It's cool. Cool, that's all I can say. Cool. Sigurd Johnson, centre back. 6'4" at 16. Can tackle, mark, heading needs to be a bit better. But he's 6'4" and he's got good jumping. If he could run a little bit better, that'd be great. But he's 16. Determination's great. Work rate's great. He's the one I'm most excited for at the moment. He's the one that I've seen and been like, okay, he seems good. So we're signing Matthias Sigurjonsson. So we'll have a look at this guy, this 1 star guy, Aurea Olofsson. Natural fitness is good. He's not as good as he's just not as good as Magnus, the other Magnus guy, who I've sent out on loan now. He's gone to Magni, who are obviously in the division below. Magnus Gudmundsson. He's just not as good as him. Look, he's going up 2-star current now as well, which is good to see. We'll have a look. Just no contest, really, is there? Just no. He's looking really good now. Got to keep that in mind. We haven't. Let's show you the transfers now. While we're here, so Magnus Gudmundsson out on loan and Adel Steinsson out on loan as well. We have got a fair few other players potentially going out. Let's go into the outs. Mehic, the centre back, just not getting any game time, so he should be going out. Probably on a free, but hopefully accepts one of these loan deals so we can get a bit of money and potentially go back to that in the summer. Benedict, once again, not really getting any game time. 3k bid at the moment. Olsen going out on loan potentially, and Marcelo is potentially leaving on a free, all on loan somewhere. So either way, we're going to get rid of some players that we're not going to play, which is decent in my eyes. Let's go back to the youth squad though and see where we got up to. So who was this guy that they said was Bjark Gudmundsson? He's a goalkeeper. 6'4" once again. These Icelandic people are tall. We're going to sign him. In fact, we'll probably sign all of these youth players. The problem is with the youth players is that they don't go into a youth team. Like, they don't go into this team, they go into our main team. Like, I don't really want a half-star players in our team. But we signed him. We won't sign that kid. Steinsson, centre-back. Left-footed centre-back's good, he can't run. 5'10", can't run. Can't tackle, no. Don't care if you're young. You need to have at least a bit of a basis there. This guy can run, and that's about it. 5'11". I think we're alright with that. I think we're happy with these four. Just check out this guy, just so we don't miss out on anyone. Off the bat, I don't really like the look of him. We'll stick with those four. That is fine. But yeah, we'll come back in the next episode. We haven't got many games of the season left. I was just looking at it. Depending on what's going to happen, because at the moment we are mid-table. Depending on what's going to happen, we'll probably come back for the last 2 games. Obviously, if something does happen, we'll come back earlier on. But if you did like that, please drop a like on the video. It means a hell of a lot to me. Please subscribe if you're new around here or you haven't done so already. And as this, I believe, I'm recording this in the past, in the past. I believe this is coming out on Christmas Day, so have a fantastic Christmas as well. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, have a good one. Thank you very much for watching.